During the song, Gandhi was talking about this trend. We should look into this. I want to see if anyone listening is the subject of this trend. Mm-hmm. The stay-at-home hubson. Mm-hmm. That's the trad wives of 2025.
Yeah.
And mothers could not be more thrilled.
Yeah.
Some mothers. I'm reading this story out of New York Post, as a matter of fact. Talk about it. What did you get out of what you learned about the hubson?
Well, I found it shocking, but I guess I can kind of understand it. So the hubson is basically a son who has decided, you know what? I don't feel like working in this crazy rat race anymore. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to take care of everything in the household as though I was a husband, minus the romantic parts. So he cooks, he cleans, he takes out the trash, he does everything he needs to do, but he's living at home rent-free with mama.
Right. Mama's taking care of him. He's taking care of mama. So I'm looking it up. I pulled the AI search here. Financial support in many cases. The mother is the primary breadwinner while the son is supported financially by the parents. Mm-hmm. Also, factors contributing to this trend include economic pressures like inflation and high housing costs. Also, some guys get burned out in work. They're like, I don't want to be in the corporate world anymore. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to run the house for mom. She'll take care of me financially and, all things moms do. And he will be the hub son. Mm-hmm. And I know there's got to be a hub son listening to us somewhere.
This sounds like marriage. You basically do everything around the house that you're supposed to do, but you don't get any sex. I'm doing that now.
Are you Lisa's hub son?
Yeah, I'll just move back home and live with my mom, and it'll be the same thing.
She is a little older than you, so I guess maybe you're the hub son.
My mom actually likes me, so that would actually be even better. So maybe I'll move back home with Ma.
So yeah, it's okay. Well, right. I mean, it's not unusual for sons and daughters to live at home with their parents, right?
Of course not. And sometimes after college, they come back for a little while and stuff like that. I mean, which I would love, but...
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I used to be the opposite, Danielle. I used to always say, once Cade was out in college, nope, he's done. I was always out of the house. But now that when I see him, I always think, man, I wish Cade could live at home again. I would love to have Cade back at home. He's my best friend.
Well, but this is like a working relationship. Yeah. It's more than just loafing and mooching.
Right.
He's actually contributing. Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming, Froggy, you want him to come home, but you still want him to work and get out of the house and do things. Right? You just want him to live at home. So
yeah, I don't want him to come back home and take care of everything. I don't want him to be the man of the house. No,
that's
I'm not giving that.
And I totally get if there's, a situation with a husband and a wife where the wife is the breadwinner and they decide, hey, this guy's going to stay home and take care of the things at home because it makes more sense that way. I get it. The part that's a little weird to me is that you're doing it at home with your parents. And maybe it shouldn't be weird to me. It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm just like, seems like you would want to get out of the house.
And I just think maybe if you need to do it for a little while, but if you do that long term, where are you finding your life skills out there in the world to actually get a job? Because eventually, I think you're going to have to get a job. I mean, you can't do that forever.
But then again, as I was saying, Danielle, there are some guys who are just burnt out in the corporate world. They don't want to do it anymore. And this is their way of not having to work that way. Also, it could be just a son who wants to mooch off mom.
Right.
But now it has a title.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a quote unquote trend. So it's more acceptable because now it's going to end up in Webster's dictionary next year.
Right. It's a rebrand.
Yeah.
People are texting in saying, yeah, my cousin's a hub son. Huh. Another texter says, sounds like a bunch of losers.
Oh, that's nice.
But wait, but listen to this one. I am this, but I have a young child that mom helps with, and the child's mother is not around, but I do work. Okay, that's not the same.
Right.
Right, you're working.
Hubson, the most unattractive thing I've ever heard of. Sounds unhealthy, this person says.
Truly.
But here, maybe this is what you find kind of odd. This person said, whoa, wait a minute. There's supposed to be romanticism with being a husband? Okay, Nate, it's different. That's what you're saying. Sorry. Another text, grow up, get a job, get out. My husband was a stay-at-home son working a night job, and she helped with his kids. When kids are involved, that's another element. That's another level of something, right?
And jobs are a totally different element of this, too. If you have a job and you're living at home, that's wildly different than not having a job and staying at home and just taking care of everything for your parents.
Right. Your job is being at home and taking care of the household.
Right.
God, you know what? I wish my mom was alive. I would quit this job and do that right. I would be a hub son.
Did you see the text that said the gays call this a houseboy?
Oh my God, I need a houseboy. Yeah. Too late for me to be one, so I'll get one. Yeah, Scary.
I feel like this goes against everything I've ever learned. That to strive for the best, to get out there, be on your own. And I mean, I understand if you want to temporarily come back to the nest and maybe do all these things, but to do that and say, all right, I give up. This is life. There are no jobs out there. I think that's a bad move. I don't know.
Well, okay, and a lot of people agree with you.
Yeah.
But, you're saying just giving up. No, now it has a trend name. It's not giving up. It has a place in our culture.
Right.
So text, listen to this. With how high mortgages are and the cost of living, to me, it makes perfect sense. And maybe it's time men learn how to take care of the home and take a little pressure off the eldest daughter. Maybe. I don't know. This person says, Elvis, hubson, sounds very unhealthy. In this next texter, I live to be a hubson. And someone said, Gandhi, you would know this. This is very giving Ed Gein.
Oh, God. No, it is. It is. He worked, though.
Oh, he worked. Yeah, he was a murdering hubson that worked.
Yeah, he kept the farm running.
Well, so we're saying that he had it more together than just a traditional hubson.
Maybe.
My brother lives with our mom, and my dad lives with his mom. Neither cooks nor cleans. Okay, that's not a hubson.
Oh, God.
That's a mooch.
Yeah.
This person says this is the dumbest trend ever. This other text, just the title is weird alone.
It is.
Husband, son made my husband lazy, spoiled with old school wife expectations. He admits to it. I have a family friend who is mooching off his mom. He's 36. This generation just wants to play video games.
Oh.
Yeah, see, this is weird.
All right, so the hubson trend.
I would like to know how that works in the dating world. If you are a hubson,
Come on
how
back to
does
my
that work?
place.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me tuck my mom in first.
pretty much.
Danielle. Look, the last thing I want to do, don't call me too soft on this. I don't want to sit here and downplay it for everyone because there could be situations where it needs to happen.
If
right?
your mom is sick and your mom really needs you or she's down on her luck or whatever, there's reasons for things, but
Well, but let's say I'm so burnt out doing this morning show and the big corporation, whatever. My mom says, okay, Elvis, you quit your job, you come live with me, you take care of this house and me and everything that's involved there, and I will make sure you have finances coming in and you're covered. All right, I'll get back to you on this.
I was going to say, for how long do you do that? Forever?
Exactly.
Or is there a
I don't
time
know.
limit here?